Hi Skylar, it's Mima and I'm here to read you another book. This book is from Mark Brown's Arthur series and it's called Arthur's Eyes. There's a lot of different books about Arthur, the character, and you can also watch his cartoon on pbs.kids.org. They have a whole series of his cartoons. Now, this is what the author, how he drew him way back in the beginning. But his character, his illustrated character, has changed quite a bit over the years. This was, let me see. This was released in 1979. That means Mima was only 8 years old. I was just about your age when this came out. So they drew, he still looks similar, but look up the modern Arthur and you'll see the differences. But this is about his eyes. What do you notice about his eyes on the front cover? He's wearing glasses. But look, is he wearing glasses? I wonder where those came into the picture. Let's see. This is Arthur before he got glasses. He looked fine, but he couldn't see very well. Sometimes he got headaches. Arthur had to hold his book so close that his nose got in the way. He couldn't see the board. Francine had to read Arthur the problems. "Are you blind?" she always asked. Francine got every problem right, and Arthur didn't. There's him trying to read up close without glasses. There she is trying to tell him what's on the board. She isn't very nice. No one wanted to play with Arthur. There he is, shooting hoops. Why didn't they want to play with him? Could he see the basket very well? Probably not. Arthur's father and mother took him to the optometrist. Dr. Iris tested Arthur's eyes. "You need glasses," said Dr. Iris. Look, Dr. Iris has glasses. I like her glasses. Arthur tried on all kinds of frames. He chose the ones he liked best. "You look very handsome in your new glasses," said his father. "Everything looks clearer," said Arthur. His mother told him he looked very smart. Here he is looking at himself in the mirror. He tried on all those different glasses. See which ones he liked best. But the next morning, his friends laughed at him. Francine called him Four Eyes. "Sissy," shouted Buster. None of Arthur's friends wore glasses. Here he is at the bus stop. He's not looking very happy. No one in his family wore glasses either. Arthur felt awful. He didn't care if he could see. He didn't want to be called Four Eyes. Arthur decided he would lose his glasses. See, there he is sitting on the couch with his family. See, none of them have glasses. Do you think that's a good idea for him to lose his glasses? Arthur put his shirt in the laundry. In the front pocket were his glasses. His mother found them the next morning. "You have to be more careful, Arthur. You're lucky they weren't broken." There he is sitting at the table without his glasses. Ooh, she does not look happy. Glasses are expensive. She had to buy him another pair. Not be good. That day at school, Arthur hid his glasses in his lunchbox. He told his teacher he forgot them. But now things were harder to see than ever. When Arthur walked down the hall to the boys' room, he had to count the doors. See, there's lots of doors in the school. That one's the office, and that one's the bathroom. He opened the door. Francine was talking. What was Francine doing in the boys' room? Get out of here, screamed Francine. This is the girls' room. See, he can't read the sign. Arthur bumped into the wall. He couldn't find the door. Now all the girls were screaming. Out in the hall, doors opened and teachers ran out. The principal appeared. Everyone was looking at Arthur. Arthur turned red. He wanted to hide. The principal took Arthur to his office. Then Arthur's teacher talked to him. Why don't you keep your glasses in a case in your pocket, as I do? He asked. You wear glasses? Asked Arthur. Yes, for reading, said his teacher. He took them out, and they looked just like Arthur's brown. Suddenly, Arthur felt better. See, he admired his teacher. Now he knows he's not the only one who wears glasses. He went to his lunchbox and put on his glasses. In gym, Arthur made 10 baskets. Francine made 4. That afternoon, Arthur didn't need Francine to read the problems on the board. He got everyone right. Arthur could see Francine's paper. She missed 2. After school, Francine asked Arthur to be on her team. I'll consider it, said Arthur. The next morning, Arthur was very surprised when he saw Francine. They're my movie star glasses, said Francine. But there isn't any glass in them, said Arthur. It doesn't matter. They help me concentrate and make me look beautiful, said Francine. So there's the other people looking at, see Francine with her movie star glasses? They're not real glasses, they're pretend glasses. That afternoon, a photographer took the class picture. Just a minute, said Arthur. He took out his glasses. He carefully polished them and put them on. Everyone ready? Asked the photographer. Wait, said Francine. She ran to get her purse. Why do you think she got her purse? See, she said, wait. Arthur's got his glasses on. There's the photographer. She took out her movie star glasses. Okay, I'm ready too, said Francine. Smile, said the photographer. There's their class picture. See Francine with her glasses too? And look, they're in the 2nd grade, just like you. Grade 2. I'll tell you a quick little story about McKenna and Bridget and glasses. When McKenna was in the 4th grade, maybe 5th grade, I can't remember, she had a hard time seeing the board from far away. And so I took her to get her eyes checked, and she got some glasses to help her. Now, Bridget thought the glasses were really cool, but Bridget didn't need glasses. So guess what? She went and got some pretend glasses. Well, I mean, I got them for her. I took her. But she begged me for some pretend glasses so that she could be like McKenna. And the funny thing is, McKenna didn't like to wear her glasses. And eventually, she didn't need them anymore. But Bridget really did like wearing those glasses. I know Meemaw wears glasses, and I see so much better with my glasses on. I know your dad has some glasses. So glasses are something that some people need to help them see better. And for sure, Arthur needed his glasses. And it was sad that some people were making fun of him because of his need of glasses. Luckily, he found other people that he really admired who wore glasses, and that made him brave to wear glasses. And that even turned Francine around, and she wanted glasses. So I hope you liked this story. You can find other Arthur stories at your library or at your school. You can watch him on his cartoon. He always has a really good lesson to learn from his stories. Well, until next time, I love you, Skylar. Bye. Mwah.